Hi guys. Okay, so how we doing? Yeah, so maybe you clicked on this video because you were just curious, or maybe this isn't an original experience and this has happened to you too. So here we are. Yeah, I'm actually in my room right now, though I haven't really been living in it. I've been sleeping upstairs for like the past 5 days, maybe a week. It's been a while, and I've been like handling the ant situation, but we'll start from the beginning with my whole like little ant story. So basically, I was minding my business, you know, doing my little journaling on the ground in my room, and I saw ants crawling around the ground like in the front of my door. Like, here, my room's a huge mess right now. That's what we're doing today, is cleaning it. But anyway, over here they're crawling all over. So I went over there. Obviously, was like trying to kill them. I got the vacuum out and they just kept coming. So we set out like those little ant bait traps, and then I was like, you know what, it's okay, they're just in the front of my room. Like, I wasn't making too much of a big deal about that, right? Like, they're over there, it's okay. They weren't even really in my room. They were just like in that front section, you know, like the entry point. So I'm not trying to be cringy, I'm just trying to explain, you know, with my magical voodoo. Wait, that kind of look cool. Okay, not the point. Then, okay, here's where it gets really bad. It's my bed. But I show you guys real quick. I gotta show you guys my room to explain the story. Okay, so the lighting's gonna suck. But this is, whoa! That was not on purpose to be quirky, I swear. My ring light doesn't even work anymore. Like, look at this. This is the part that's supposed to turn it on. The piece fell out, like the wire. So, y'all, it's just like a phone stand now. But, oh, that's my back wall. I don't think you guys see this point of view of my room. Okay, what is that? Because, like, there's a dot. Oh, no, it's the crack on my phone. I thought there was, like, a bug on my wall, and I was like, you have to be kidding me. Anywho. So, basically, normally my bed would be, like, up against this window, right? It just, like, it's my room. It's not, like, super small, but at the same time, it doesn't have a lot of room. And there's literally, like, nowhere else to put my bed, because my closet is right here. So like it would block that door, and then here I don't really want to sleep in front of my door. So like with the way my room is designed, literally this is the only area it can be in, which goes up against the wall in the window. Which, you want to know where some ants were coming out of? My window. So I was just reading. I'm gonna put you guys back to fix the lighting. But I was reading the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping, because I was like, okay, you know what, we're going to get on my reading slump. I'm going to do this. I was very committed. Sorry, my point is I saw them in my bed, like only 2 of them, and I was like, you're kidding me. So I got them out, and then I saw more, and they were like just running around in my bed, all over my stuffed animals. So I was like savaging all my things, throwing my sheets and stuff like on the ground, right, that are like covered in ants now. And then slept upstairs that night. And then, okay, and I know you're probably watching this thinking, Courtney, because you probably are like really messy and you're just like chowing down cookies in your bed and stuff. And as much as I would love to be the type of person who just like when I'm older can have a little box of pizza and lay in her bed eating it, I'm not. You know, I never bring food in my room. My parents kind of have a rule like, hey, we're not going to eat in our bedrooms because of bugs and stuff like that. So I don't bring food in my room. I will say the dining room and our kitchen and our dining room are literally right outside, like my door. Like, I have my bathroom, I have my, like, the little, like, art closet, like, supply closet, and then it's, like, literally that. So it's, like, a very, very small hallway. And then kitchen, not to mention the back door is, like, right there. So, like, I'm not too much of a distance from that. But anywho, like, literally I'm not like strict about it or anything like that, but like I don't eat in my room. I don't even bring like sugary drinks in here. Like, the only like really, okay, so I'm really bad about drinking water, and I'm getting better at it. Okay, I don't recommend that. I used to be decent at it. I had an app and everything, and then I was like, oh, I'm doing good, I don't need the app anymore. And I was wrong. And it's not even like I'm trying to, like, I swear, like, literally, if I could drink more water, I would, and I'm doing better. But, like, I just get busy, and I forget, and, like, it's not a priority in my brain. So, like, I could, like, my friend would be like, oh my god, you're finally drinking water, and it's like, oh, I filled this up 3 days ago. You know? Oh, I don't know what that was. Anywho. Point is, like, I don't really bring many drinks in here. So, like, if I am drinking something, I have, like, these little, like, cans that are, like, sparkling water. but they have no calories, they have no sugar, no caffeine. It's basically potassium. It's literally a banana at this point, okay? Like, I'm drinking a banana without sugar. It's delicious, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love these drinks. I have like one a day. They're my addiction. But like, they don't have sugar or anything that I feel like would attract an ant in it. Anywho, so my point is, like, I'm not, like, my room's not, like, messy or anything like that. Like, there's literally no reason for ants to come in here besides, that we think that there's, like, a, what's it called, like, club of them in my walls. Which, to be fair, this might be karma, because if you guys saw my California vlog, there's that one part where we're at our Aunt Trisha's house, and my brothers were like, Courtney, the ants are, like, blah, blah, blah. And we were like throwing Cheez-Its at them. So technically they should be glad we were feeding them. Then my brother threw a rock at them. We weren't terrorizing the ants, but we were kind of messing with them a little in their environment. So here we are. Anywho, it's been a few days now, and I've been like, we set out ant traps. There's actually we found a like crack in my window area where that ants were like actively coming out of, and that's how they were like getting onto my bed and everything. So like, I obviously you already saw my bed's like moved away from the window right now, but and I don't think it's gonna be put back. They're also crawling on my curtain. I have this curtain over here by my bookshelf. I don't know if you can see it. Right now it's being draped over all princessy like, because ants were like all over it, so I had to take it off and wash it and everything. Anyhow, that's what we're dealing with. So I'm gonna show you guys like an overview of the room, because it's an absolute mess right now, because ants have been here. Once again, they're not even fully dead off yet. Like, but here's the thing. During the day, you won't see them, like, at all. But at night, they're, like, everywhere. And I want to be able to sleep in my bed again tonight. Like a normal person, be able to sleep in my own room. And, you know, without the fear that ants are crawling all over me. And I get that, like, it doesn't seem like that'd be a deal. But I'm the type of person where, like, literally, there are many nights I will not be able to sleep at night, because I feel like bugs are crawling all over me. It's something that, like, really does bother me. So here we are. Not to mention, I'm normally quite nice to ants and bugs. Okay, like, if I see a spider, don't get me wrong, I'm the type of person who's like, oh, I'm too scared to kill it. But then if I ever do get the courage to kill it, I'm like, no, it's so cute, I don't want to hurt it. So like, I have a jar, and this is my designated jar, and I just have index cards, and I normally put the bug in the jar and an index card, and I put it outside, and I put it back into the wild, okay? Like, I feel I'm quite civilized with bugs, so yeah. What was it? I had this one Pinterest thing saved that was like, I hope all animals know that, like, I'm their friend and ally. And you want to know what? After this ant experience, I hope ants know that they should fear me and that I will kill them with a vacuum. Okay? Like, I've been going crazy with this thing. Like, anyhow, the message should have been sent by now. But, yeah. Though I felt bad, because the other day I was vacuuming up ants and a spider came out and it like ran into the vacuum, and I was like, I would have put you outside, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like vacuum you up. I just don't like the ants. Anywho, because there are so many of them. It's only at night too, so it's freaking me out. Anyway, I have like four different ant, like the liquid like ones, like the baits set out. And I've been cleaning a lot of stuff, which is actually good because I'm able to clean. But I think my plan for today, I'm gonna like explain my, you know, whole like idea for how I'm gonna reorganize my room without ants getting in my bed. But anywho, now you're caught up. So that's basically my life right now. I've been living upstairs, spending my time there at my dad. Like, okay, so he works like in office, but they get one day a week where they get to work from home, and he normally chooses Wednesdays. And his office is like kind of like, we have an upstairs like game room type thing where it's like, you know, a little like pool table, foosball table, like a little like closet with all our game stuff. But it's also like a guest room, so like the couch, like you can kind of pull it out, and then we put like a mattress on top of it, so I'm sleeping on that mattress currently. But since my dad does have like his desk and all his like stuff up there for when he does work at home, he's ready to get me out, you know, like you can't be living here no more. So he's sending me back with the ants soon, because I think he's very tired of me being up there. So I'm gonna try to get this all done today, but we'll see. What really annoys me though is that this is not the first time this has happened. This happened a few years ago, back maybe in like 7th grade or something, but back then it started in my closet. So we put down a ton of ant traps in my closet, which are still in there, because they were all over my clothes, and I couldn't wear a lot of my clothes and then they moved into my bed and this was actually worse because at least this time I was like awake and I saw them. I was in the dark, like I have a humidifier, but boy. Anyhow, so I'm like trying to sleep as like a little 7th grader, and I started feeling like things following me. But once again, I get very paranoid and like constantly feel that way, that like bugs are just all over me. Like that's just, you know, a fear that I have. So I thought I was being paranoid, and then eventually it got bad. So I turned on the light and there's like bugs crawling throughout my bed while I was sleeping in it. At the time, I have 2 younger brothers. One of them had a bunk bed, so I was sleeping at the top of his bunk bed while they both slept in their twin beds that they always would sleep in. And the other one, because like the bunk bed was unoccupied for years. Now he has a queen size bed that he doesn't even sleep in anyway. He just sleeps in that same twin bed. Anywho, not important. But here we are. So yeah, we'll see. My hope is to sleep in my bed again tonight. But the ants are like freaking me out. What really annoys me though is when they go on my stuffed animals. Because it's like, those are the love of my life. Okay, you don't touch my stuffed animals. No, no. Anywho, so this is some of my, I might like show you guys like an overview, whoosh, whoosh, of it. But this is my room right now. So, whoa, woo, hey, oh this is kind of fun. Whoa, okay, I'm actually gonna fall. But I feel like I look so much shorter on camera. Like, I don't know if you guys feel that same way, but like, I'll see myself and like, I look so short, and it's like, I swear I'm like 5'8" in real life, which I'm not saying is like super tall or anything, but I feel like I'm decently tall. Anywho, so here's my plan. So bed is gonna move away from the window, possibly more than it already is. I don't know. I really wish I had a bed frame. Like, I wish I was the type of person who had a bed frame. I don't, never got one. I don't know. Everyone else in my house has a bed frame. I want a bed frame. So maybe that should go on my birthday list this year. So, hey. Or Christmas. I can wait till it's Christmas. Or I'll just buy it myself. You know what? I have a job now. I might as well. Anywho, so over here I'm pretty sure there's like this crack over here that ants are coming out of. So I sealed that one, but we ran out of the sealer stuff because we were putting it outside the garage. Because bigger priorities, right? So I just put tape over this side, and then I'm gonna vacuum and clean all this out, and then I have like these buckets of, I love stuffed animals, y'all. I swear this, like, it makes it look like I have a lot more than I do. I do have a lot, but like not a lot, okay? Like, it's not too much. Anywho, that's not the point. This is a giant pile of blankets. So all these, I'm gonna move those over here. And then I have my blankets that go on top of it. I'll do that as normal. It's just gonna be over here instead of where it is down there. And then hopefully I can put my bed back together. And then I'll figure this out. But I just need to size how like that's gonna, you know, go in here. Anyhow, and then there's my room. I feel like it's pretty normal. There's a few things I need to throw in the wash. Yeah. So vacuum, basically this area is my priority right now. But we'll see. Anywho, I don't want to step over there because there were like a lot of ants there before. Whoa, is there an ant on my bed right now? No, that's an ant. Okay. Wow. This is you guys' overview. So dresser, here's some stuff on the floor. That's all the vacuum stuff. I moved this over here. Pile of blankets. Beanbag, this was underneath my bed, like that little thingy. I had to move clothes up there so ants wouldn't get on it. My extremely messy desk. This is my bed right now. I know it's a mess. Here's this area. Here's my pile of stuffed animals. And here's all my books and stuff from where you guys just were remembering late. So, like, it's quite messy, but it could be worse. See, this is where, like, it looks really bad from this angle. But anywho. Whoa. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. Yeah. Okay, not gonna lie, it's 11:42, so I'm kind of hungry and want to eat lunch. So, first things first, making either grilled cheese or cheese quesadilla, because that's all I know how to do. Hey! Okay, so, first things first, I'm gonna try to move this vacuum. There's an outlet over here, so, like, I can just unplug it and stuff. I'm gonna try to clean up this area on the side of my bed. Vacuum it, clean it, make sure everything's ready, and then I'm gonna move my stuffed animals. Actually, okay, then I'm gonna try to close up any type of cracks that I see, like not close them up, I'm just gonna put tape over them. Cause it's like, I'm young, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm just trying to get ants out of my room, right? And I'm putting like my prized possessions over there, where the hole might be. But also, I'm thinking of keeping my bed over here. So I think that also then they won't be touching the window, so it's not like they can get over my bed into the window, because these will be like back here. So it will be safe for me to like, you know, sleep in my bed and feel comfortable again. Hopefully. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna clean up this area, and then I'm gonna, you know, tape it, you know, make sure everything's ready. Put these back there, and later today I'm gonna try to ask my mom if she can take me to the grocery store so I can buy some combat ant traps, because we have like a lot of the liquid ones in my room. I have 4 different liquid ones in my room right now, but I guess for different types of ants, which I've seen different types of ants, like it's not just sticking to one. Different types of ants, there's like different types of ant traps you need, so the baits might not kill all of them, so I might need those like combat ones for like the bigger ants. So I feel like they're not that big, but there are some that I've seen that, like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but like I really just want my room back. So here we are. Anywho, I'm just gonna talk to you guys while I do it, if that's okay. It makes that whole process feel a lot less lonely. But here's my vacuum, my ant killer. I hope all ants know that I'm like coming to them. I think I was talking about this last night. I did an outro for my California vlog, if you guys saw it. Yeah, that was filmed last night. So I'm wearing the same outfit. I did not sleep in a sweatshirt though. I wear it over my like top of my pajamas, you know, because it's comfy and I get cold. Anywho, besides the point. Point is, there was something I was talking about last night that I wanted to talk about again. It will come back to me. Oh yes, okay, so I love the show The Good Place. I'm gonna talk literally, this is probably a vlog. Like it could be named just me talking about all the TV shows I watch, because that's what I'm planning to do while talking to you guys, is talking about TV shows. Because I'm the type of person who, talking about TV shows as a person who can't commit to them, even though I say that, but at the same time I've watched millions of TV shows. So, here we are. Anywho, point is though, I was talking about The Good Place, which is like my everything. Okay, you don't love The Good Place, like I love The Good, like, yeah, no, that show is my heart and soul, like, literally. I don't know how to describe how much I love it. Like, it's my comfort show, it's my everything, and it's the only show that truly matters to me. Like, for example, if anyone remembers those, like, 2020 POV videos where it was, like, you know, $1 per minute or $100 per year, whatever, you know, that whole, like, where they had, like, the 2 choices. If my choices were, never watch The Good Place again, but you can watch any other TV show, or you can never watch any other TV show, but you can watch The Good Place. Like, you can only watch The Good Place, you can't watch any other TV show for the rest of your life. I would choose to never watch any TV show for the rest of my life rather than never watch The Good Place again, because I absolutely adore it. But anywho, point is, last night I did this thing. There's like this one quote from Eleanor, who's like one of the main characters in the show, where she was like talking about how like she was being a bad person or like a bad friend, and she was like got the old like flame hose out. This is all your fault. And I was talking about how that's me with the ants from like, I hope you all die. Anywho, because I really hate those ants. So yeah, that's me with my vacuum cleaner. But point is, I'm gonna try to get this over there. There's some stuff on the ground I'm gonna pick up first. But yeah. Okay, step 1 is getting this vacuum over there. Also took off the detachments, and they've just been sitting on my floor because actually, wait, I can just move my stuffed animals out. I mean, they're kind of like set up right now, but I think if I'm careful, it will be okay and they won't like fall everywhere. Whoa. Here, I'm just gonna put Lavender and Woofy up here. This is Cloud. Yes, I named them all. They all have names I remember. This is Jingle. Anyhow. This is an entire, I know, I have a problem. Is that an ant? No. Wait, is it? Okay, now I think I'm just imagining things and I'm going crazy. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, I can't tell, like, if there's actually, you know, like, a problem, or if, like, I'm literally just imagining everything that's wrong. Anywho, being a woman, I'm not, I'm just a random teenage girl. Okay, I might cut this part out because I'm just being really cringy. Back to TV. No! Okay, you're not touching the ground. Sorry, Raggedy Ann, you gotta get that job for us. Okay. Yay, opening. Because before I was like literally like carrying this thing over my head. Like full soldier mode. and I'm okay without that. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in and everything and vacuum, but like y'all won't even be able to talk and hear me. And I just have to put music over it, and I know future me is gonna be lazy and not want to do that, so I'm just gonna not vlog the vacuuming. Hey guys, I don't know why, but that made me like really dizzy. But I just covered it with tape. This is my cute little doggy tape holder. I love him though, he's like so dusty. But I say that as I like just go to put it back on my shelf and not really do anything about it. So, anywho, that area is like pretty much clean, you know, cleaning just my stuffed animals there and like trust that they will be safe. So that's what we're doing next. I'm gonna roll back up. I don't know why I'm like out of breath over that. That was literally nothing. But here we are. Anyhow, just gonna roll this back here so I can talk to you guys while I do this. What is my hitting? Oh, that's just a pillow. Okay, so on the topic of TV shows, as I mentioned, I can't commit to TV shows, y'all. I've tried. I'm like in the middle of like 6 right now. Though 2 of them I'm actually like watching a lot more than the other, but one of them I was watching not too long ago. I just like started rewatching it. Not really rewatching, but like actually finishing it. Anyhow. Just like that. Where does it come on? Oh, it's this. Look at me. Okay, so I put both my like stuffed animal bins over here. I have a few more that I'm gonna put back here. I want something though that's like gonna like cover that, like I feel like there's like a hole back there, and I don't think my mom's gonna like, you know, like we're not gonna go and buy anymore because they're like, oh well, there's probably so many holes and you're never gonna get all of them, and it's like, oh okay, I'll just live in fear. I'm just kidding, I love my parents, but it's just like it's freaking me out. Anyhow, so I'm gonna try to like see maybe there's like a cloth or something I can like put over it to like weigh it down so like they can't escape. You know? I don't know. I'm trying here, guys. Anywho, y'all are my emotional support right now though, so thank you. But I'm trying to think of like a way that I want to like do this, I guess, like organize it. And I might have to move that bait trap since I'm like putting a lot of stuffed animals back here. So I'm gonna move this. Try not to spill the liquid. Okay, and then that's gonna sit right there so they can't escape. And if they do escape, they eat it and they kill each other. Yay! Woohoo! I don't know what I'm doing, sorry. I'm going insane and the lighting was really bad. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down for a second and talk to you guys about TV shows. Cause I mean, even though it looks like I'm not doing a lot, I swear I'm doing a lot off camera, I just... Okay, you know what, it's hot, I'm turning on the fan. I'm sorry, my brain's like all over the place right now. So either next, I have all my mom's Beanie Boos as well as a few of her UMass bears and like 2 or 3 of my stuffed animals in there. And then I have my mom's Raggedy Ann with a few of my stuffed animals and like a ton of my decoration pillows. So I'm gonna do one or the other over there. But, hey yo, life update. Wow. Oh, this feels so nice. I honestly would just lay here, but I knew about the ants would crawl on me eventually. So I'm gonna get up. But I just threw some more blankets and stuff and maybe donating in the wash along with some towels, just like to clean the towels. But the blankets are just on the ground, so it helped. And then there's one that I am keeping, honestly, that I'm back here. I mean, I'm already keeping a ton of my blankets. It's just like these 3 that I was, you know. Or no, it was this blanket from like 5th grade. So that's like kind of really old and dirty now, but like we're cleaning it, so it's fine. But like I'm not really going to use it anymore, and I have a ton of more blankets, so I don't need it. But, and then this like old dress that we're donating that I would use as pajamas. Anywho. One second, I can't tell if there's like something on the bait trap or not. But that's unimportant. So where's it going with this? Oh yeah, so this area is all like put together now, so we're good on that. My bed's kind of in the place that it may be for eternity. We'll see. not gonna lie, I don't know how comfortable I feel about all it, but my dad said that like it shouldn't be against the window anymore. I'm gonna, you know, have the ants in my bed, so here we are. Anyhow, I'm gonna try to set some things up how I want them, I guess. I don't know really what I'm doing. But yeah. Anywho, today is just like literally getting my room back to how it used to be before ants took it over. So I'm gonna start moving some pillows and stuff, I guess, just how I want them or how I used to have them. So starting back here, I actually did have pillows when it was a mound over there. So I'm just gonna put the pillows that are on it. So here's the weird thing, I had all my stuffed animals tucked in the corner. So I'm just gonna have to like put them against this now, I guess. And my stitch hat, I don't know if I really want it over here anymore since it's not like, you know, the pile is like way different than it used to be. At least it's like, I clean my room a lot, but like I don't like deep clean it. So at least I'm like deep cleaning, I guess. I don't know. My stitch hat up here at Munster University. And then, oh, because I had all my squishmallows against the wall, so like that doesn't really work anymore. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. Even if it's feeling a little weird at first, I'll get used to it. Okay, so this is what I got done so far. You can see where my pillows are gonna go. Actually, the way that I normally sleep is I roll this white part up and I just sleep with this. So it's just gonna be rolled over here anyway when I'm sleeping. Here's my pillows. I know it's a lot, but like I literally feel so much safer having like this wall around me. Like I've slept with this before. Like if you look at old vlogs and stuff like that, you can see that this has always been there. Even in some of my older videos, I don't know if I showed it or not, but when I first like came up with like this more like daybed design, because I can just like lay here and relax. Obviously that's not as easy anymore, but still, before the ants I could. But like I used to have another wall over here with all my stuffed animals that are over there would like be here, and I even had some at the bottom of my bed. My parents were like, Courtney, then there's not gonna be any room for you, so they had me change it, and now it looks like this. And I don't know, I like it. But I still have all of this mess to clean up and fix, and I can hopefully put my nightstand back over there. Also, this cute little Lego flower that I did while watching La La Land. Anywho, so I'm gonna hopefully fix that all later today or tomorrow, but this is what I've got done so far, and I put my beanbag back over here. Okay, here's what I currently look like, but it's only like an hour or so later. I'm gonna set you guys up on my like full bottle cup, but yeah, I don't know, I'm so worried that like I'm gonna have to move back to my room tonight. And obviously I want to live in my room again, but like I know I'm gonna see ants as soon as like it's after 8 p.m. they like all come out. So even though it looks like it's fine now, it's not going to be. And I just, you know, those moments where it's just like, yeah. Also, Pete's ice cream sheets. I didn't have my normal sheets, obviously, for, you know. So I have my old, like, 9-year-old me's ice cream sheets, and I love them. They're so cute. Anywho, no, oh my god, the other day, so I work at my, like, what's it called? Oh, yeah. I work at my neighborhood pool currently, like this summer. That's just my little summer job, you know. Hopefully I can do it again next summer. So far it's been pretty good, but I was working this last Saturday, and Saturdays are like some of the worst days to work. And oh my, I feel like everyone had it out for me. Okay, like there was a party in the main, like they have like this room. We don't have to clean the room, but like obviously they leave all their trash bags outside that then we get to clean up, and there are a lot more people at the pool because of how many people you're allowed to have. Like how many, normally you can only have 5 guests per like household, but obviously if you're renting the party room you can invite a lot more people, so it's already very crowded on a Saturday night, and that added to it. And then there was additionally I feel like another party that was just like this like big like 3 different families all hanging out in this main area. And then we have a splash pad area, and all the chairs were like one of them, so we have like a little like tower with like a small slide. It's like it's small for kids, right? Like I mean, some like teenagers use it when kids aren't using it, you know, like they'll go over there, like you can still have fun and use it, but like, you know, it's like it's a small area, but it's like this like type of like, so there's a circle, and then in the middle of it has that, and then there's like these 2 little snakes that like spray out water, and there's a bucket that like dumps. Sorry, I'm trying to explain it. I think you can actually see it in my vlog from like last year, you'll see it in like first days of summer. I think me and my friend got like splashed by the bucket, so like if you need the visual image, because my explaining isn't good enough. But point is that, so I was working there and some kid put a chair in the bucket. On the bright side, it's like if I get super hot outside, if I get splashed, it'll be okay. But me and another girl I work with, Chloe, were like talking for most of the shift. Like we were still doing our work, you know, we're still organizing tubes, doing the Patreon log, checking the Courtney, or I can't say words. You know, we were still doing our job. We're still helping people sign in. I'm still, you know, taking out the trash, right? Like we're still doing our job. We're just also like talking a lot more instead of like sitting there bored watching the pool. So I had the 3:30 to 8:30 shift. She had the 2 to 7 shift, so she got to leave before we closed, and I was the one closing. Which, like, once again, she has to leave. Anywho, I'm happy she was able to get out of there when she could. But then in the splash pad, so we have multiple like little chairs and seats and stuff, like little high chairs, little kid chairs. They have the full, like, you know, like the like white thing, so like, you know, you can adjust the back and like lay down. We have those. And every single part of chair was moved to another side, or it was like in the water, so I had to take off my shoes and go get it. And then I'm like dragging chairs around for an hour, and then I threw up while doing that. So it was not fun. And then literally, okay, so you have like a little like cubby for all the tubes, and technically we're the ones that get out the tubes, like every single morning when you're saying if you had tubes. I mean, to be fair, residents are technically able to get them out themselves, but like, you know, there's enough, you don't have to. But a lot of people, like, even though there's a giant stack right here, you choose to go and get more out of the shed that I then have to put away. Like, I try to leave tubes out for y'all, because like after I normally start cleaning up around 7, because it does take a very long time to clean up. Because even when I start cleaning up at 7, we close at 8:30, so I'm cleaning up from, you know, 7 until we close, right? I don't normally even get home till like, I don't actually leave the club till like 9:15, even doing that. Like starting at 7, so like I'm cleaning up from 7 until like 9:15, right? Which is fine, that's expected. It's like a large pool area, and there's a lot to do before closing with like putting away all the tubes, umbrellas, turning off all the pumps and everything like that. You also have to like organize all the chairs for the next day that like people have moved around, you know. You have to sign patron log, put away the lost and found. There's more to the to-do list, like checking the bathroom, blah blah blah. But like I don't have the list on the top of my head. Like if I was there, I would know what I need to do. Like, you know, I'm not gonna read it all out to you right now. Anyway, point is, there's a lot to do. So like even though it says we get to like clock out at 8:30, really you're there till like 9 at least. At least you're gonna be there for like those extra 30 minutes. That time I was there at 9, and I was like, okay, I still have so much to do. I'm nowhere near going home. I'm gonna be here till like 10:30 if this continues. So I called my mom. I was like, hey, can you help me close up? And she was so sweet, and her and my little brother came to help me. And we was like literally, okay, here's what I was cleaning out earlier. Every single, like, so we have single tubes, and then we have double tubes, and then we have these like smaller, we actually just got these this year, these like smaller blue tubes. Well, for like younger kids, right? Which, I mean, other people use them. You don't have to be a kid to use them, but that's what they're kind of made for, since they're like, maybe it's like the same way kids meal, like I feel like anyone can eat off it, but it's smaller portions for kids. It's that same concept, right? So we had like the blue tubes. We had like a few blue tubes in there. We have a lot of those, but every single like we don't have, okay, so like all the single tubes are out. Anywho, point is, it was like I have to, you know, now put all those away. So I was like, hey, can you guys just put those away? I will literally clean up and do everything else. I just need you guys to do that for me. My mom ended up helping me take out the trash and stuff like that later on, but like at the time I was like, I just need to do that. Not to mention this one family. Okay, so like once again, there's a ton of people there besides like big groups. I mentioned the big groups are just, you know, but like obviously there's some people where you just kind of like, you see them and you know that like they're gonna make a mess. And there's this one family, like, okay, this one I didn't recognize, but like, you know, some people have worked there a long time. Like the person I was working with earlier in the shift had been like, okay, yeah, I'm seeing some people, and she was very glad she did not have to close that night. But this one family, literally they left spilt chips all over the floor in their area, and there's ants all over it, and just left it for me to clean up. What annoys me though is the people who like, okay, so you can bring pizza to the pool. A lot of people, they order food, they eat it there because they're there during dinner time. That makes sense. I have no hate against that. It is my job to take out the trash. I have no hate against that, okay? But if you bring a lot of food, please bring your own trash bags, or ask me for a trash bag. I will give you a trash bag. I know that y'all aren't like the people that I work for or anything like that. Like, you're not my customers or people that come to the pool, but like, you know, those people, like, literally ask me for a trash bag. I will give you a trash bag, like, for your stuff. It's like you're having a large amount of people and you're bringing, because a lot of people bring like a ton of food. It's like, just ask us for a trash bag. We will give you a trash bag, right? And then give it to us when we're done. We will throw it out for you. Just don't, like, if a lot of people, like, it piles up over there, and or they just, like, I saw someone just left a pizza box like on their chair, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Half the time it's a half-eaten pizza. Take it home. You have leftovers that will last you for a while. I don't know, have it for lunch tomorrow. Like, don't waste the half-eaten pizza. I would eat it if it was my pizza. I don't know, I'm just saying, the pizza people, pizza. Anywho, I don't even know, how did I get on this top? Oh, that's why. So with the whole pillow screen thing, that's how I felt. I, like, saw all the chairs in the giant mess, and, like, you know, knew I was gonna have to do everything. And after I was like, you know what, as soon as I close, I'm literally just gonna, like, once everyone's left and there's no one who's, like, gonna, like, get me fired or, like, report me or anything for, like, screaming, or, like, you know, no one who's gonna be like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, you know, why is someone, like, screaming bloody murder? I was like, I'm just gonna scream at the top of my lungs because I can't take this anymore. And I ended up not, because I just completely forgot about it, and I was so busy, like, trying to get everything done and running around. But I was kind of, like, I got to the point where, like, with the chairs, I used to, like, pick them up, and I would, like, you know, carry it, you know, I'd bring it over here, and eventually got to the point where I was just like, I'm just gonna drag it because I don't have energy anymore. I was still moving it, putting it in its regular place. Anyway, so, like, you know those memes where it's like the, like, person, like, just dragging the friend by the hoodie? That was me in the chair. Like, I wasn't, like, breaking, like, the chair is fine, like, I'm not breaking it, they're very sturdy. I'm not, you know, like, damaging anything, because, like, other people are gonna drag them too, okay? Like, the residents. I'm actually a resident that lives here, so it doesn't even, you know. Anywho, I have no, like, there's a lot of really nice people, but there's definitely, like, people who it's like, why do you hate me? Like, y'all. Anywho, point is, the whole thing was that I just want to sleep in my bed again tonight. Yeah, I'm also working, I think, then, is it the next Saturday night? I think I'm working this upcoming Saturday night too, so wish me luck. Anywho, one thing, it's not that bad. Like, genuinely, considering the work I do, I feel like I get paid decently, like, really well. Like, you know, the money that you make for, like, what we actually have to do, like, you know, it's pretty good, right? I like it. Not to mention it's really easy for me to get there. It gets really hot, and obviously closing up is not as fun. Normally I'm like, okay, my favorite days are rainy days, because, like, literally, oh my god, I was working a rainy morning this, like, previous shift on Sunday. It's been, like, raining a lot here, which is, like, good and bad, because, like, we could use it, but also, like, we're getting a lot of flood warnings, so that's not so good, but everything else is going great. But, like, rainy days, oh my god, I love them so much. Like, literally at the pool, like, if it gets really hard rain, I don't have to put the umbrellas up, or I just have to run around putting them down, because we did have a time where, okay, so to be fair, it's me and this girl's, like, it's our first year working here. Almost everyone else, I feel like, has worked here for, like, 3 years, you know. They were here last year, like, they've worked here for a while, and we're, like, the newbies, you know. So we had, like, a rainy shift, and we were just we were doing, like, you know, putting stuff back in the storage room. We didn't think to, like, put all the umbrellas down, because, like, it wasn't really windy at the time, and then we were able to, like, it was lightning, we got everyone out of the pool, because you have to, like, make them leave the pool area for, like, 30 minutes if lightning's within 5 miles. Once it had been over, like, an hour, you know, and, like, okay, there's no more lightning within 5 miles, we're good. There hasn't been lightning within 5 miles for, like, a full 30 minutes, so it's probably safe. Right around back in, like, literally 15 minutes later, the wind picked up so much, and everyone's, like, running out, and we're just trying to put stuff back in, like, you know, unset up, I guess. And didn't really, like, put the umbrellas down, because we were just kind of hiding out there, and an umbrella flew into the lazy river, full airplane mode. Yeah, so now it's, like, reminded on us, like, you put all the umbrellas down, so you do have to run around doing that, because there was one where, like, it started raining, and I was, like, getting poured on. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stop talking before this entire video just becomes me talking about work. I swear there's so many good parts to work. I just, you know, it's like school where, like, we kind of just focus on the bad parts and get to complain, which is fine. But I will say real quick, I absolutely love rainy days at work because I just get to hide out and like dance. I literally made a full playlist for rainy days at work for songs I like to dance to. Here's the thing though, something really funny is there's people like in the gym area, so sometimes I don't realize there's people in there. I'm just dancing, I'm in the mood, it's raining, what else am I gonna do? I'm blasting my music on Spotify because it's just me, and then I'll look and I'll lock eyes with someone who's like working out, because like they face you like on the little like treadmills, I think they're called, and stuff. I think that's machine. I actually haven't been in that gym area, you can tell. But yeah, anywho, I do like yoga and stuff, y'all. Okay, not to mention, you do not understand the amount of steps I get in at work. I know I'm just kind of like get to sit there half the time, but like, y'all, it's actually insane. Anywho, not the point. Point is, like I'll like, it's so terrifying because like they're looking at you while they're doing it, right? But I won't even notice, and then I'll look up while I'm dancing, and it's like, oh, hi there. You saw my whole little routine. Anywho, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's just like really embarrassing. Like you think you're by yourself, then you realize that you're not, and they're just watching you do all this. Anywho, or you like see a camera and it's like, oh, you got all that on video. Anywho, point is, I love rainy days at work, and I hope to sleep in my bed again and that all the ants die and leave me alone. So yeah, bye ants. Hey guys, okay, so I think it's only been like a day that I haven't talked to you guys because yesterday the wheel fell off my bed again. I'm just now realizing that keeps happening. Oh my god, okay, not important. Good news is, big accomplishment, I finally slept in my bed again after like a week of living upstairs. So my parents are very happy because they have the upstairs back. Not that they were like living in there, but my dad's office is kind of up there, even though it's not really his office, just like his desk and stuff. Anywho, my brothers are also happy because the mattress that I was sleeping on up there is, no longer taking over the couch. So everyone's happy, we're doing good. But our Wi-Fi went out yesterday, or like was out all of yesterday. Sorry, there's like something on my tooth. Braces can be really annoying, okay? Like, give a girl a break. But anywho, Wi-Fi's out. So originally, today was really good. Okay, as a day, it was really good. My grandma took us out, and I was very grateful that I just like spent some time with her. We also got to go out to lunch and eat Chick-fil-A, so like it was obviously a good day. And then I went to Half Price Books, so like girl can't complain. But uncomfortable conversation. Anywho, I just wasn't in the best mood, so I had to do some cheering up, and originally I was just gonna watch like my comfort movies. Like literally was just gonna spend my night rewatching like Cinderella and Peter Pan because I absolutely adore those Disney movies, or maybe even like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 if I was in the mood, right? But my Wi-Fi is out, so even though we can still use the TV in my room doesn't work. It just kind of sits there. And then my computer, which is what I normally watch all my movies and stuff off, which I absolutely adore and love, it's the Wi-Fi's, not really working, which is weird because like it works in my mom's office, but it doesn't work like anywhere else in the house. So we're gonna get it fixed tomorrow. It's okay. But I thought for the rest of this vlog, since it is like, yes, it was about ants in my room, like fixing my room up and stuff like that. My room is still kind of like, I gotta do this side, but this other side I will actually show you guys in a second. It looks great. I'm so proud. It's kind of like reorganized, which I'm still getting used to and like getting more comfortable with because I'm not familiar with that. Like it still looks the same, but at the same time it's like it's different, like I'm gonna notice the small things. But anywho, I'm happy because I can actually sleep in my room again and have more comfort knowing that ants aren't gonna crawl over me. There's still that fear, but anyway, point is, this vlog is also supposed to be getting out of the slump, right? Because I've been really unproductive and stuff like that. So tonight we're just gonna do things that I love and like get back into a lot of things that I feel like I was kind of getting out of, I'm currently on my knees, so I'm not normally this short, but here's my room basically. Okay, my desk is still a mess, but like everything's still, we have our little like stuffed animal corner over there. anyhow, everything, like, okay, don't get me wrong, it's not like super clean or anything, but it's much more organized and like put together, which we're just gonna ignore the desk area, okay? But yeah, anywho. Okay, so some things that I kind of got out of due to the ants, but also sometimes just before that. Journaling, I've already good about getting back into, so like I'm doing fine with that. We don't need to do that in the vlog. But I will say yoga, I don't know if I'm gonna do it today because I normally do it with music, and I'm like an amateur at it, so sometimes, I have my own routine and also use a lot of like old stretches that I used to do when I did ballet for 8 years. But additionally, I don't really know what I'm doing because I do use a lot of like online, references, tutorials, like, exercises, stuff like that when I am doing yoga, and obviously I currently don't have access to that. So, other things that we're going to do. I'm a huge reader. I talk about this, I feel like, on my channel a lot. So I'm currently reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I've been meaning to finish this for like a while, and I'm barely into it. Well, okay, I'm not barely into it, but like I'm not too far. Like, I'm not even halfway. I'm only 152 pages. So I got a long way to go. And considering that Hunger Games is literally the book that I'm into reading, I thought I would be way farther in, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm either gonna read this or one of my 2 other options tonight. So this is one of the things I'm currently reading. Really enjoying it, but I was kind of taking a break because I was reading the Teen Titans graphic novel. So this is the second one. I actually just yesterday finished the first one. First one's called Raven, second one's called Beast Boy. They're just character names. Anywho, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give my little review of the first one. I will say it was enjoyable. Like, I genuinely liked it, but as a lover of like Teen Titans Go and like just all the character dynamics, like the found family and that, and just like how funny that is, obviously it was a little different. Not to mention, I absolutely love the artist that does these. I had seen him on Pinterest, like how I found out about these, because I absolutely love his art, and like fan art for Teen Titans it's so good. Like, I would recommend go checking him out. His name's right here. Sorry, I don't want to like butcher it, so it's, But anywho, big fan. I'm just gonna, like, absolutely adore his like Teen Titans fan art. Like, it's so good. I have a whole Pinterest board on my other account. That's just like, I heart Teen Titans, literally just all his art, because it's so good. Anywho, point is, I think I was expecting a little more like that, but because in Raven's book you don't see any of the other Teen Titans, it's just based on her, which I do think it was good to like get a little backstory and like intro into her character and then move into like her meeting other characters. So it's like that. I will say the end had a nice plot twist, which I enjoyed. I do once again wish that I got a little more of the found families. That's kind of why I'm reading, but also it's just, I think, meant to like introduce her character, and it did its job. So like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever, but like I'm very much looking forward to the graphic novels where I will get to see all of them. But anywho, I read like the first 14 pages of this one, so I will likely be continuing it tonight. Yeah. Though I will say, one thing that did annoy me with Raven's novel is that there's already a graphic novel, the third one of these, like in the little series release. It's called Beast Boy Loves Raven. I think it's like all about like their relationship, whatever, right? Very excited, obviously, to read that. I already own it. I already bought it. But in Raven's book, she has like a different love interest, and I was like, what's even the point of this if you're just gonna break them up? So, don't get me wrong, it worked all out in the end. Like, it made a lot of sense in the end. But at the same time, like, I was reading it just kind of like, what's the point? Anywho, moving on. I also today went to Half Price Books, as I mentioned, and I got quite lucky to get my hands on House of X. So I've been looking for these for a while because I was trying to find good ways to get into the X-Men comics. I know that in a few of my other vlogs I kind of talked about like wanting to read them. So I found this they had like a deal where they'll have like 5 comics for $5. Most of their comics, because it is like a retail type store, or like thrift type store, for like books and music and stuff like that. Really, like, I absolutely adore Half Price Books, okay? Like, and they're right next to Panda Express. Like, y'all, my heart. Anywho, perfect day to me is Panda Express and Half Price Books. Like, my brothers actually went to Altitude, or like a little like jump place. I think it was Altitude. I don't know. Is that the name of it? I have no idea. Anyway, my brothers went to one of those little like fun jump places, you know, like little trampoline parks, and my grandma was like, here, I'll just drop you off at Half Price Books, you can have fun, they'll go do this. Perfect, right? I was there for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, just hanging out, and but I will say, okay, so I thought I had all of House of X because I got the like 5 House of X ones, and then it didn't have the 4th one, and I searched in the drawers, and where is it? Found it. I was so happy. Like, once again, this made my day. And then I got home and I realized that I did not have the first one, or the first volume, which I thought I was missing, but I was really glad of them because I thought there was duplicates, because the back, like the ad on the back, kind of like repeats itself with some of these. I gotta find which one it is, but it's some, anyway. So I was like, oh my god, I might have duplicates, which is, it's okay, then maybe I can just give it to a friend. Turns out I didn't. I was like, oh my god, I have the first volume. This was Powers of X, which is fine, because if you do go to the reading order, they do kind of like interconnect, and you can read them alongside each other. So I'll still read it, but I'm very excited. Not to mention, literally, I don't know, I've just been trying to find like any X-Men comics that have like Rogue and Gambit or X-Men 3 and Hellion, I'm searching. So I did find, there's another one that I bought. I got a pretty like big haul. I did like a little short for it earlier, so you guys may be able to see that on my channel if you want to like see all the comics I bought. But anyway, I'm not gonna, I'm not trying to like advertise it. I'm just saying that like I'm not trying to make this video any longer than it needs to be. Anywho, besides the point. But there was another one that I got. Remember, it did have X-23, but it, like, we're like, okay, so to my non-comic readers, let me find it, because a lot of, give me a second. Okay, so basically what I was trying to say is a lot of comics will have this page, which like, obviously it's not like really a part of the comic, it's more just like shows you the characters, and like how books would have like a synopsis of it. That's what I would describe it as for like comic books, and like it also has the writer, artist, stuff like that. But anyway, it lists out the characters, and it was listing her as a Wolverine, so I did some more research, and yeah, she's basically female Wolverine, which I didn't know before. So point is X-23, I love you. Oh my god, that is such a good character. But anyway, this is another one of the ones that I got, which literally I mainly just bought it because I had Rogue and X-23. I'm just a girl, guys. I'm sorry, that's really cringy. But yeah, so I'm excited to read this as well. Now I gotta find the other ones now for it, but it's okay. Moving on to other stuff that we were gonna do tonight. I was thinking of doing face masks. Originally, I had these like free face masks that got sent to you by YesStyle, which I'm still excited to try. But like, you have to keep them on for like 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm just not that girl. Okay, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy face masks, but ever in the future you see me like doing a like sponsorship or something, and I'm talking about how much I absolutely love face masks, you can totally call me out. I mean, don't be mean, don't send me mean comics, and I may mention this video and say like, oh, in the past I used to not like face masks, this actually changed my perspective, then I'm not lying. But if there's like a time in the future where I'm totally just like, oh my god, face masks are just, oh, I love them, just know I'm absolutely lying. Okay, don't get me wrong, I enjoy them. But like, if I have to keep it on for longer than like 15 minutes, my face feels so wet. And like, I don't love it. Not to mention, I feel like they keep falling off. Like, I have so many times like they'll fall into my eyes, and it's like, I just want to take it off. Anyway, once again, I enjoy them decently. Now, under eye masks I love, okay? If I ever say I'm loving under eye masks, I'm telling the truth, because they're smaller, they just sit right there. Not to mention when I do babysitting, because a lot of kids nowadays will be more into skincare, those ones. I found some from YesStyle, they're like pretty kid friendly, not to mention they're small, you don't have to keep them on as long, so like when kids like want to take that off their face, they easily can, So anyway, I love this. Not to mention, you can get like a little can that comes with like a ton of them versus just buying like one face mask that's gonna last you one time. Once again, I love these. Okay, I love how easy these are to buy. Okay, that's what I mean. Not the like, y'all, I literally just said call me out if I ever, maybe I'm just not thinking in the moment. I'm not mentally here. I think for a second I thought this was a foot mask. I was like, better not pull that out. I also have this SOS one. This is kind of cute. I kind of like this one, okay? I'm just saying the design. Like, see, now I feel like I have to, like, be careful. Okay, that's wrong. Forget everything I literally just said. Okay, what I mean is, I don't like the feeling of wearing face masks. Face masks themselves, the designs are really cute. Face masks are like, you know, super fun, like easy thing to do on sleepovers with your friends. Not to mention, have you seen some photos online? Like, people look so good in them. Like, I am genuinely so jealous of the people who can pull that off. Cause like, y'all look gorgeous. Like, y'all look amazing and you're wearing a face mask. People are so, like, so many pretty people online, bro. It's insane. Like, gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Anywho, I do not have that special ability to pull them off and make them look that good. But yeah, what I mean is, I don't like the feeling of wearing it. Face masks themselves are fine. Not to mention, like, I'm still gonna wear them. I'm still gonna do face masks. Because I feel like the feeling of taking it off and, like, how nice your skin feels afterwards is worth it. It's more just a feeling of when you have it on, those, like, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'm just like, oh, please. I'm just, like, I'm counting down the seconds until I can take this thing off my face. Especially since I like to do things while I'm wearing it, and I feel like it's just falling down my face, and it's like, oh my, maybe my pores are just bad. I don't know. I was watching The Good Place. She was talking about how nothing can stick to her face because her pores are so small. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But yeah, anywho, maybe that's the problem. Anywho, but yeah, we're gonna do one of these face masks tonight. My phone's at like 4%, so I'm gonna charge it and I'm gonna decide while it's charging. I'm probably gonna decide based on how long I have to keep this on my face, because this one's like 15 minutes, this one's like 10. And this is a cute little superhero. Okay, I'm taking this one. I don't even, why am I turning this into a decision? And obviously I'm doing this one. I'll put the other two away and I will see you guys once my phone charges. Okay, so I got my little bubble headband. I feel like my voice sounds kind of weird, but I don't know why. See, like, I don't know how people make these look so cute. Like, I'm so jealous. Anyhow, my cute little superhero face mask. Save Our Skin, SOS. I love that. Well, that reminds me of Chick-fil-A with the Save Our sauce. Do you think this will attract ants? Like, now I'm just scared that literally every single thing I do is going to bring ants into my room. Like, I don't even eat food in here. I don't do nothing, okay? Like, they just hated on me. So slimy. Like, now it's dropping on me. Okay. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. Here's our moment. Silence. Oh, why is this not like... There we go. Now I look like a ghost. Ooh. Okay, now I'm just spilling stuff on myself. I look scary. See, I don't know if I should just talk to you guys while I have it on, or if I should charge my phone some more, because I don't think you guys want to see me like this. Like, I don't even wanna. You know, I'm too scared to touch my phone because I have slimy hands, but I'm just gonna like end the recording somehow. I feel like my hair kind of looks a little weird now, but me and my mom just watched the first episode of the new season this summer I turned pretty, so it's been a few minutes. But okay, so I used to be a really crafty person. I still I do crafts every now and again. I feel like I don't do them too often. Anywho, I bought this clay like a while ago now. Just these two little colors, and I wanted to do one of those cute little like octopus things out of it, so I got some cardboard and we're just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I opened it without you guys, and it's really hard right now, but I was able to make this little ball, so I have hope in the rest of it. But anywho, I was thinking of talking about like my dream life, but I feel like I've already talked about that on here before. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I talk about it to myself a lot. I'll just be in my room like, I'm older and whatever, you know. Like, I'm very excited for the future. At the same time, not. It's scary. Like, I can wait, you know, but at the same time, I think it'll be fun. I have lots of hope. Anywho, now my two little pink balls, I guess. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot to keep filming because I started filming a short for making the octopus, so I apologize. Because I kind of suck. Anywho. Also, the octopus doesn't have eyes because I'm lazy. But it's like an hour later. But to end off the video, I thought I would just live my fantasies of reading my comic book, my little lantern, like, you know, in the movies where like they have their little book underneath their blanket. Even though it's like 10 p.m. right now, and I will most likely be going to bed in like 30 minutes. Even though I'll sit up in the dark staring at my ceiling talking to myself for 2 hours. But what's a girl to do? Anywho, so wait, actually we use the lantern as a stand. Does that work? No, that does not work. Okay. Anyway, I have my trusty lantern. It has a cute little pink bow on it, or ribbon. It's cute. Okay. And then I have, it's House of X, volume, or issue 2. Anyhow, so very excited to get reading. But, sorry, I'm like, this is just an awkward film angle. So thank you guys for watching. I don't really know what to say. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I hope to see you again soon. Also, seriously, if you have comic book recommendations, please let me know. Like, help the girl out. Also, oh my god, that looks like a little diamond. That's so cool.